it's at this point, not that I'm saying you should, because honestly, I think right now, kind of need everything I can on hand. But what exactly? What are we doing?
I sincerely don't know. I feel I'm a prisoner.
I'm gonna be honest with you, O'Malley, because this misses another shot. I don't even care about the debt anymore.
No, I figured you aren't.
You've
And
lost everything, and honestly, that's repayment enough for me.
yeah, it's more spider ladies.
No, she's not gonna let that go. But I don't think she's
No.
gonna keep me around much longer anyway.
It's a shame. We tend to work decently well together.
Yeah, maybe
Loses-
we're fueled by that hatred.
That's a sad state of affairs.
Well, I don't think we shouldn't break apart before Terrebone anyway. We owe it to those two to get them there. We did kind of
Yeah.
fuck their house.
That we did. I am not planning to leave myself.
Vigor
Besides,
just actually does laugh a bit at that, which is probably one of the few times he does laugh, and then say, "You just took responsibility for something." That's amazing.
Yeah. I also don't want to get killed, because if I try to leave, that spider lady's gonna find me.
Yeah. It's actually, Vigor does actually kind of pick up on the fact that despite how Ariana approaches her, the only times that she has been deathly pissed off is when Lilia was threatened.
I mean, it wasn't just threatening. It was how he threatened Lilia, how he talked about Lilia.
Well, I mean, you got Vigor's... Alright, yeah, I'm gonna keep it because that's Vigor's understanding of the situation.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vigor thinks that Lilia and Ariana are in love.
No. Why they you added that? You
No,
addendum that.
Aww.
No, that's what O'Malley thinks. He thinks
Yes.
like they had something.
Vigor just...
Ariana spends the rest of day 2. She asks around, like, if there's a bar or anything like that here in
bar
the
or
village.
food. Well, I mean, there
The
is-
elves are teetotalers.
Ariana really hates this fucking place.
So you're gonna have to ask Lilia for more of her booze, which she
Well,
has a large supply, as you
Even
see.
so, it's limited. Well, Ariana immediately assumes if they don't have booze, they don't have anything better either.
Yeah.
How, I need to roll something that guarantees me a failure so I can level up.
Is that why you did the archery competition with me?
No, that was to show off.
Oh,
was the show
okay, that what you wanted to win that one. You didn't want to lose and become
Yeah,
stronger.
no. Yeah, no, O'Malley's a decent shot.
Vigor is clearly not. Vigor is very much.
You know,
That... Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
O'Malley's gotta take a page out of Vigor's book. He's gotta be like, maybe I should train a bit. He's gotta try to lift some weights.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you gonna bolster O'Malley?
Yes.
I'll be
Ooh,
back
he
in a
has
moment.
a week.
He does. It can actually be used.
You can
Yeah,
bolster.
he can spend a whole week to get a single +1 forward.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna bolster up. So let's
I
roll.
really hope. I hope so much, more than I've wanted anything in Dungeon World, that
What?
O'Malley still fails this roll.
What? You don't roll to bolster. You just do it. It's just...
No, it's sorry.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad
What?
that was what O'Malley wasted his 10 on. Anyways,
So, Jerry.
I had to step away from a second, but why did he roll a 10 strength? Was his bolster
I
super
He,
strong?
he misunderstood what bolster.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yes.
No, bolster.
And are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking.
He thought he was actually had to roll to train.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
But yeah. Also, one day O'Malley just goes, "So, Jerry, you're a zombie.
Yes.
Been one for long?
Yes.
I see. How's life as a zombie? Just asking for a friend."
Fall apart sometimes, but
Yeah.
have
mean-
strength.
I mean, I usually fall apart.
Literally.
I mean, okay, not literally. Good talk. Good talk.
Mm.
God, he's not talkative.
On the third day, Ariana thinks about striking up conversation with Vigor, and then decides later. Then she's gonna try and sneak over, steal some of the herbs out of the like medical garden. Just
right.
steal a few, a couple handfuls, and she's
Roll
gonna,
dex.
Okay. Boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Snatch up a
get
couple-
away with it.
Sort of behind some buildings or something. She like has a little. She essentially just tries to she lights them up, tries to makes a little fire with them, tries to smoke them, see if she can get anything out of them. Huff some medical herb.
No, you don't really get much out of it.
The medicine.
You don't really get anything out of it.
She tries to eat one too. I don't know if that does anything. What's it taste
Tastes bitter, very bitter.
like? Any effect?
No.
She just hate these fucking elves.
This is Ariana's lowest ebb, being stuck in a town with an awkward friendship and no drugs.
She's stuck with okay, one person she actually likes, a bunch of elves, a guy who fucking beat her up, a fucking O'Malley, and yeah, no drugs.
And then Jerry.
Well,
Good
Jerry's-
old reliable. Did Vigor ever thank Jerry for stopping that?
He hasn't, no.
Yeah.
Because he hadn't thought to.
I mean, Jerry's just not very talkative, and he's silent and just kind of blends into the background,
Yeah.
despite being a 6'3", like a 6'5" hulking brute.
The whole
He's
relationship
Jerry.
between Vigor and the zombies could be described as,
Quiet.
yeah, quiet. It's quiet because on the one hand, Vigor doesn't have much in common with them. Lilia is way too hyperactive and upbeat. Jerry's just Vigor on some level appreciates Jerry because he's quiet and that works.
Yeah.
He's
Actually,
quiet and he
Manny's
doesn't say any more than he needs to, and Vigor appreciates those qualities.
Actually, O'Malley's gotta spend some time. He's gotta talk when Lilia isn't with fucking Ariana. That one time. He's gotta be like, so, how do you and the Spider Lady know each other again?
We used to work at the same establishment. Remember the one we robbed?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, she was the best. She even headlined a few times, kind of.
I see. So you seem to like her a lot, and she seems to like you a lot.
Yeah.
Is that a history thing, or
History?
I'm
I'm
Was
not
it
as
just-
old. She's not as old as you know.
No, did that go any deeper? Was just friends, or what?
I love her a lot.
Oh
And-
my god.
I
See,
see.
now we need O'Malley to ask Ariana, and just Ariana God, she's annoying, isn't she?
I mean, I'm just asking. So you don't know? Has she always been kind of this way?
Hmm?
Is there a way to get her not to be angry with you?
Huh? Well, don't do anything that'll make her angry.
That's a bit too late for both of us. God. Did she usually did other people was other people indebted to her? Did she do anything to that? Did she eat them?
I don't ask many questions that I don't need. I don't ask questions like that.
No, of course you don't.
I just look. I just help. I just really like because she looks out for me.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Anyway, I gotta go. I have things to do. Rat things.
Okay, good luck.
Rat things.
Rat things.
Rat thing.
Rats.
Vigor,
official rap.
Vigor on the third day is at the inn. He's playing a local elf card game that he doesn't understand with the locals.
O'Malley wish he could play, but he has no money or anything.
Oh, Vigor's not playing for money. He's
No,
just playing to strike up conversation.
They're playing Gwent.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, never mind that. Okay, O'Malley.
Wait, I haven't collected any cards. I don't got a deck.
O'Malley's gonna try to talk with Ariana. This is gonna end up badly. So,
Okay, Ariana's spending most of the day. So Ariana spends most of the day. She goes out in the marsh. People aren't sure where. I will say though, that night on the third night, she does come back. I'm assuming people are eating dinner together. She sort of stays off to the side, but does drink. She's rationing out what alcohol they have left, but she does have some of Lilia's wine or whatever. When everyone else is eating.
When O'Malley's done eating, he's gonna go he's gonna sit a bit, a few chairs between, and then slowly just move over.
When he gets really close and is about to say something as tension builds, just Ariana out of nowhere abruptly says, "There are no trees around here."
What?
I haven't seen any trees in a really long time.
Well, it's a march,
Even before in the plains. I miss trees.
So, Spider Lady, so how's it going? A bit of a rough few days, eh?
She doesn't dignify that with a response.
Well, you see, I never apologized for kind of screwing everything up a bit.
At that she does turn. Like, her stance opens up, she puts her arm up on sort of the back of the chair, like, looks at him, raising an eyebrow, like, oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Oh, well, I just want to say, I noticed you really wanted to protect your Lilia there, and
This is sounding like an apology.
No, it's I mean, I'm getting there. I'm just rabbling, but I'm feeling a bit sorry. I was just trying to show off that I'm good. I'm useful. It doesn't help when you have people that constantly
Were
tell
you
you're
trying to
afraid.
show that off when you gave my money, hundreds of my coins, to a dangerous mob man who clearly hated you and was trying to murder people?
I mean, I didn't know. Okay, I knew he wanted to murder people, but I was a bit short-sighted. It's just I've had to deal
Oh
with.
no, maybe you're trying to show off your skills when you told the prison guards that we were also there.
I said I babble a bit. I'm just trying. I'm trying to make good here.
Trying.
I've had a bit of upside daisy life things.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't imagine how hard your life has been.
I mean, it's not that hard. It's just compared to yours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, not many people has had a bad life like you. I'm just, this was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And you're not. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna try to escape or anything, mostly because I know you will try to hunt me down easily.
Not try, will.
He will hunt me down. And of course, I'm helping these to get to the Terrebonne, but maybe the money is a lost cause.
What are your parents like?
Rats. Well,
Okay. What were they like?
Oh, you see, Dad was a deadbeat, so I didn't know him really. Mom, she had to take care of me and my 9 other siblings.
Mm-hmm. My dad, well, I never met him. Pretty sure my mom ate him.
Yeah, no, that's not the case for me.
But, mom wasn't. She took care of my, you had 9 siblings. I had, a few thousand I saw growing up. I had to leave home when they started eating each other, though. that seemed kind of time to leave.
That's almost similar in things. Are you the youngest too?
No.
Can Vigor overhear this? Is Vigor in like hearing distance of this? Because we've been at dinner, like so. This conversation has been going on the periphery.
No, Vigor's too invested in his Gwent game.
Oh, I thought this was later during dinner. But
Yeah, no, I thought I was picturing this at like around
Oh
a
yeah,
fire.
that's fine. Yeah, dinner. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ariana, then. So, how did you get into your line of work, O'Malley? I'm curious.
Well, it was mostly through my siblings. We had to fight to survive, so we stole stuff from basically our birth. And some of us, we were kind of we fancied ourselves a gang. We called ourselves the Rats.
My siblings and I used to hunt in the wood for food, and had to, otherwise starve to death, or just bigger siblings would eat us.
I mean, yeah, no, I can't imagine that was nice. I mean, I mostly got in because
wasn't so bad. Was better than what came after.
But yeah, we were a bunch of rats. We called ourselves the Rats. The Rat.
You ever been to sea, O'Malley? I noticed you said starboard earlier.
I've been on a ship, but I've never sailed.
Ariana raises an eyebrow at that. Yeah. They don't like rats at sea.
Hey now.
Ariana hops away at that point.
That's
Damn.
That's so damn, lady.
Yeah, one of the elves is talking to Vigor. I can't believe you picked up Gwent so easily.
What can I say? I'm a tactical genius.
Where did you even get a Geralt?
Ah, what can I say? I was on a trip to Poland and I met this orphan who was spurned. He said...
I don't get these references that are happening, and I'm very angry.
He said, but at least Netflix will pay me royalties.
Nice. O'Malley, after being left, he just kind of mutters to himself. I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules.
Even the Metro 2033 author says he's a fucking jackass.
So, day 4, 3 days have passed. Ariana, all your wounds are healed.
Cool.
So you can take off sick.
Nice.
Yeah. And be at full health as well.
That's good. How much longer are we planning to play?
I figure we're ending it once the week is up.
Yeah.
What I thought.
Okay.
Or we can end it sooner than that if we want to.
Alright.
I'm thinking once the week is up.
I'm thinking once the week is up. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking. I'm just curious.
How many kids are there in the village?
They're about like 10.
Alright, can we just start the images Vigor like teaching them how to throw a punch?
Okay, this is day 4. Vigor is teaching them how to punch things.
I mean, it's not like violent. It's like Vigor is just kind of like playful, getting on with the kids, like, and then
he's making the kids punch each other.
No, Vigor wouldn't do that.
Ariana, Vigor probably notices at some point. Ariana's like sitting on a distant rooftop watching that. Well, distant, quote unquote distant.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the kids as well, like how interested the kids are in outsiders, whether they drill, because it's a small.
No, they're pretty interested.
Okay, yeah, so Vigor does get to talking to him. He keeps, details of, oh, I'm a criminal who's out on the road and just got shot by the army, hush hush, but does get to talking about, he dresses up as like, oh, I'm a fighter, I'm out fighting bad guys, and then just,
They ask about your cool tattoo.
Oh, I told them a story for a few of them, though I do keep hush on the arrowhead one. The arrowhead one, I just
you
say
keep
that.
Hush on the dragon wing.
I say I just say, I had a run-in with a celebrity in Marion. Was it Marion? It was Marion.
Yeah, it was
Marion's
that's good.
Yeah. That was
ran into a celebrity.
Oh, what was his name?
Oh, what was his name?
Dobry.
Dobry, the Dragon Slayer, has a nice ring to it, don't you think? That guy.
Oh god, fuck. Well, I mean, they live in a small village. Fuck. Do I gamble on them knowing what happened?
I don't
fuck
think
it.
you do.
Wait, you don't think I gamble? You think I just say Dobry and then I get kicked out of the village next week when I killed their idol?
No, I feel like you don't give his name.
Oh,
like
yeah,
don't risk that.
Yeah, yeah, I'd give a fake name.
Nice.
What is the fake name you give?
Carlius.
What's he famous for?
He slew the great purple dragon
Jabberwocky.
of Bile Deep.
Wow. Cool.
What's Bile Deep?
What's Bile Deep? It's bile that runs pretty deep.
I hear there's a really weird school there. Yeah, they all sound like nerds.
Yeah, only nerds go to school.
That's true. No one in our party went to school.
That's true. Yeah.
Listen, listen, kids. Treat your teacher with respect, but just know it's what's out there in the real world that counts. You just gotta just take what they teach you and use it.
I mean,
They nod respectfully. What is Ariana doing for day 4?
During the day she hunts and watches Vigor. She doesn't really do anything interesting.
O'Malley O'Malley kind of just butt in on the lesson. Butts in on
O'Malley
Vigor.
gives the name of Dobry to blurt out the worst possible thing.
Oh, are you talking about how we killed Dobry the Dragon Slayer?
Had a nice ring to it, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, when he mentions Dobry, he just says, shame he's dead.
No, I said Carlius. I didn't mention Dobry.
Ah, yeah.
Was Carlius that Dragon Slayer we killed? I thought his name was Dobry.
Then all the kids leave crying, having learned an actual lesson in the end.
Hey, kids, you don't need to go to school.
So, Ariane has something to do at dinner, though.
Alright.
Oh, no.
Well, at dinner, I'm assuming sort of by a fire, sitting in a chair, eating meal is Vigor.
Yeah.
Ariana does finally, actually approach him again that night at dinner.
Okay.
And just sort of stands in front of him and, oh, stand up.
Vigor stands on one leg, primarily. He can use the other one, but he can't put much weight on it without it feeling really weird.
O'Malley sees this and just prays. Please don't fight. Please don't fight.
Yeah, and Ariana... Oh, sit with O'Malley, muttering, please don't fight, please don't fight. Ariana said, I want you to hit me.
Oh, for the love of...
Ariana said, look, back there, what happened? You weren't... it was an illusion. I know how illusions like that work. It wasn't me you were hitting.
Right.
I get that. So I want you to hit me. I'm not
Vigor
gonna stop you.
Vigor does.
Cool. How hard? Ooh,
Alright.
roll damage, actually.
Alright.
Or do you want to roll damage, actually? Let me ask you that. Are you really doing it?
Let's just do this. Let's just do this narratively, and Vigor gives you a real punch.
A real? How real?
How real? He would use that. He would use that in a real fight. He would use that He would use that maybe a bit held back from this is a life or death situation, but you know.
He'd use it in one of his Fight Club fights.
Yeah. This is a fight that he would use if, shit was on the line. Shit had to get won.
But not, potentially, this wouldn't... I don't know.
I mean, if you're asking, I'm not putting painful in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking for,
Would this deal lasting damage?
Well, I'm more would this be enough to, knock her out?
I mean, hey, actually, you know what? No, I did just get that move I did just get, I can apply 2 tags. So do you know what I do? I will.
What's that?
I'm applying forceful and stunning.
Cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Go for that.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
like you say, just punch. And I don't know if Ariana was like prepared, like he's gonna hit me. This would send you off your feet and a few feet back, and it would fucking ring your bell.
Yeah. No. That works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ariana's not gonna. Do you have like a big wind up, or is it almost more a sucker punch?
It's a sucker punch.
Okay. Yeah.
This is like Vigor is keeping it like he doesn't go for big wind ups. He goes for what works.
Cool.
He does that, and then he like kind of hops back to his chair a bit and sits down.
Yeah, they all looked at that like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I just turn and look at them and say, "It's all right.
It's not alright.
All right.
Don't worry about it." And I just wait for Ariana to get up.
So yeah, Ariana's probably out for a bit, and when she does like wake up, she still doesn't move for a while. She just sort of lies crumpled limp on the ground for a bit. When she eventually stands up, spits some blood out and walks over and sort of grins. All right, that was good. Good, and then goes and sits down.
Meanwhile,
And you just sort of hear her something. It's good to know where people stand.
Meanwhile, O'Malley is like a bit away from there. He's just looking in shock and just thinking, "Is she getting off on this?"
Oh, God. Not
Lilia, by the way, saw that and like immediately went up to you and like started fretting over you. And she frets over you for the rest
No,
of the
I
night.
just turn to Ariana as that starts. As I see like her walk over, I just kind of turn to Ariana and say, "The real pain hasn't begun yet."
I actually want to. Can I like? I guess this would be discern realities. I want to like try and size up. Just try and get an impression. Obviously, Vigor would hit hard, but I don't know what was like. What feelings were in that punch? Was that like?
Oh, you want to
anger
discern
was in it?
realities to get an answer out of me?
Yeah, essentially.
I don't even know how to answer that if you do get it right. I mean, I deep delve into Vigor's psyche.
It was a right proper punch.
Essentially, what emotions were in that punch? Was there any repressed anger, frustration, hatred, But so can I like roll for that?
You can just ask.
I guess. I don't know, but it's like I don't know if Ariana like reads into it what was really in it or like has her own ideas of what was in it, I guess.
This is PvP
Alright, well,
interpretation.
I won't take XP.
Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
a fail.
roll
This
it.
is more just narrative. I'm curious.
Go
to see.
ahead.
So she has kind of an idea
Yeah.
of what Vigor was feeling.
I'm gonna say with Vigor in that one, it was mostly kind of it was frustration.
Okay. Ariana's gonna think on that.
Yeah. With Lilia fretting over her as background noise.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Right.
O'Malley just looks over what he's in and just says, he just thinks like, oh, why do I have to adventure with the 2 biggest weirdos on this planet, this flat planet?
It's amazing as this goes on, O'Malley just becomes more and more the sane person of this party.
Okay,
Oh,
so day 5 going on.
What is going on day 5? So Vigors taught the kids how to throw a punch, bonded with them, played the local card game, got in with the archery team.
Is Vigor just gonna end up being like, they're gonna be like, goodbye, Vigor, come back soon?
Oh yeah, they're all gonna love me. I've got to think. I don't know what to do. Fuck. I feel I've exhausted this town's tourism opportunities.
At archery that day, Jerry is there.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, yeah, let's do another day of archery.
He breaks a bowstring because he doesn't know his own strength. And he calls over an elf and says, "This game is broken."
O'Malley is also there, being like, "No, you need to
Oh,
lighten on that thing."
Yeah. He keeps drawing the string back as far as he can and breaking.
Not that hard. Oh!
Jerry, good at this game.
Jerry, stop. Oh, you know what? Vigor organizes a big. No, he doesn't organize a big tug of war because he couldn't partake in it. At least not well.
Ariana actually shows up at one point. She has like a big sack of webbing with like one or two things sort of writhing in it.
Nice.
But she's she's sort of carrying it over her shoulder. It's clearly heavy, but she comes up and sits down to watch as she starts to like feed on whatever's in the cocoon.
An elf at this point has come over to Jerry and is trying to coach him. All right, so you take the bow, you draw it back, now you knock an arrow, and then he breaks the string again. It's like, no, we'll try again. And,
This town's gonna have nothing to defend itself.
Yeah.
It goes on like this for a while.
Meanwhile, O'Malley is actually showing off to like some kids and like other archers. Like, so here's how, this I call just a nice little bungee. What am I saying?
As Ariana's like letting
He's showing off.
Yeah.
He's showing off his archery skills.
Do you want to roll called shot
Ooh.
on
Ooh.
one of the on like the training dummies?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Roll dex. Square in the head.
Yeah.
Kaboom. Like
Oh
the
my.
training dummy falls over backwards. They're
Ariana
very-
is sort of between letting the food digest as she's starting to fill it up, and then as she's starting to drink it up, she does sort of, hey, I've been meaning to ask, where do you guys end up leaving what's his name, the captain guy?
Vigor.
Somewhere else when I woke up. I don't really remember what happened to it. Where did we leave him?
He ended up in Lilia.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Why do I man?
All right. I couldn't leave him in the state he was in. That didn't sit right with me.
She was hungry, okay?
Piece of shit or not. There was nothing left for that guy.
He deserved worse.
Maybe,
I don't know.
but I just
Ariana sort of like sulks and is angry again. She just sort of mutters as she continues to eat, now in silence again, clearly in a angry mood. She mutters something about, God, I fucking hate fish.
Yeah, Vigor goes back. Vigor goes back to he was watching the archery. He was trying to pick up something from O'Malley.
Oh, actually,
Something
to show
he'll never be able to use.
another thing. Oh, I have another idea. O'Malley shows off with. He fucking does a dumb fucking trick shot where he uses his tail to draw the bow.
Your fucking tail has that much strength. How strong
Hey.
are rats' tails actually relative to their body?
They're moderately prehensile.
Huh.
Moderately. They couldn't like support their own weight by hanging from a tail, but like they can sturdy themselves,
I mean, hey, he's a fantasy rat person.
Yeah, besides, it's not a thing he will actually use in
Yes.
this thing. It's more a trick
Yeah.
shot.
You notice at dinner that night that one of the nurses is sort of playing around with the bullets they pulled out.
Ew, bullet.
Basically just fiddling with it.
Vigor has
Fiddling
seen
with
so much worse. He can't be grossed out. He's a little bit annoyed, I guess. He's just like something in his brain just goes. Hang on a second.
Come on. Does it go? It's his. I should be the one playing with that bullet.
I earned it. Me. I was shot with it.
And this fucking nurse comes and takes it from me. It should have stayed in my body. Next time I get shot, I'm gonna leave them there.
I mean, hey,
At
that's
dinner.
usually the safest way to do it. Sometimes.
Ariana makes sure that she's there at dinner, when start to eat.
Hmm.
Yeah. The second Vigor, as Vigor is like taking the second, like his first bite of food enters his mouth, she says, "His eye tasted really good. I don't do that enough. Eat eyes."
Vigor just keeps eating completely unperturbed.
One of the elves just kind of pipes up, "What's this about eating ice?"
Shut up. And then Ariana turns and just sort of staring at Vigor, like as he eats, just talks in very slow, intimate detail about like the flavors of, like I don't do that enough, savor it, and talking about the
Vigor at
what
one
people
point
taste
Vigor
like
Vigor
when
at
she
one
eats
point
it.
wait Vigor at one point just throws up his hand to kind of like shush you, and then he looks up from his food, which he was eating perfectly fine, and says, "I was eating as you did what you did. This isn't doing anything. I don't know what you want out of it."
That's true. Besides, you're grossing out the elves.
Just hungry, Sol. Sorry, she says, smiling.
Daddy?
Is
What
she?
is she?
One of the elves is over. Is like, is she joking or something? Is she like a cannibal?
For your purposes, yes. She's joking.
Ariana overhears and calls out, "Not a cannibal. Only
Technically, no.
cannibalism if you're the same species."
They are all visibly on edge now.
O'Malley just turns.
Ariana grins with her, very sharp, very pointy teeth.
Vigor just sighs and says, "What do you want?" And like actually does look and say, "What do you want out of this?"
Nothing.
Of course.
You could be a
What do
bit
you
more.
want?
Spider Lady, you could be a bit more subtly passive aggressive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're right. Maybe I should just eat you. That would be
Ugh.
subtle. She turns to Vigor. What do you want, Vigor? Tell me.
Don't want to get kicked out of this village before it's needed. I just look at the other elves in the room and just say,
Yeah.
and just then
Didn't
just
want to
say,
leave that guy. Why not?
It was basically.
You and I have very different ideas on what people deserve, and that guy was a piece of shit. And he attacked us, and Vigor is trying to frame this in a way where it looks like we were the defenders, and first we just got in a situation that got.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we got shot. I don't know the full details of what you of. I'm not good at this shit. All right, look. What you're pissed off that someone you thought had it coming worse didn't get everything that they had coming, and I disagreed with that. And yeah, be angry at me. But there are people eating right now, and we can talk about this on the road.
So why
That's
didn't
it, and
you
then-
stop me?
And then Vigor just, and then. Why didn't I stop you?
Yeah, you thought he didn't deserve it that bad, put him out of his misery?
I didn't.
Why'd you let me do it in the first place?
He didn't deserve to risk. Wait, let me start this sentence because Vigor doesn't stumble his words on this, but I am. I'm trying to figure out the phrasing. He deserved everything up to that point, but not to live the rest of his days like that. So I ended his days.
So if I do that again, you're not gonna have a problem with it?
What do you want? Do you want logic out of this? Do you think there was logic in torturing a guy? Waking up the next day blood drunk?
Mommy, what's torturing?
Try and get something out of this. Try and make. If you want me to see it the way you saw it, fine. But don't pretend that you've got the righteous angle on this. Don't try and drag me down to some level when there are no levels. It's just how you see it and how I see it.
Doesn't matter, righteous. I don't care that you didn't want him to die. Just, if you have a fucking problem with me, say it.
I don't have a problem with what you did. I just decided not to leave. And this isn't a problem with you. This isn't a problem with me. Don't try and make this more personal than it is. I just decided after it was done that I had a different... that I didn't want him to think. And you were already passed out. What the hell does it matter? You know...
Ariana, like, sort of concedes defeat, like she's done it, and just mutters to herself, "Wouldn't want to make this fucking personal, would we?" And, like, drinks some wine, and then shuts up.
So, on a lighter topic,
Ooh, that was good timing to finish my beer.
Nice.
That was really thematically
yeah,
appropriate. To just
O'Malley-
bottoms up, finish the rest of my bottle.
O'Malley just goes, so what's our course of plan after this? Is it to head straight for Terrebonne?
We're still
Go
here
to Terrebonne, kill your idiot.
and get the.
Excuse. Are you criminals?
No.
Trying to kill a criminal. We're like superheroes, Ariana says with a really sort of insincere, shit-eating grin.
Don't worry, you're not gonna have anyone come here looking for us or anything.
There are people looking for you?
No, there isn't. That's why
Not
I said
anymore.
that. No, that's why I said there won't be people looking for us. Because
O'Malley, Ariana, shut up.
we'll be leaving tomorrow anyways.
We're not leaving tomorrow.
It's the day after, yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Just ignore what I'm saying.
I like how O'Malley. Why? We're leaving tomorrow. Day after tomorrow. Oh,
We just having some interpersonal dramas in our little circle of friends here.
when Vigor tells them both to shut up, Ariana does like immediately shut up though. She like, is a bit startled by that, and then like makes a show of shutting up.
Vigor keeps eating.
Yeah.
I'll shut up now.
So, day 6. What are we going on?
I think day 6 is a lot more awkward than day 5. It's gonna be a quiet day on Vigor's end. Vigor just does, he puts his best effort to actually just walk around as much as he can on that leg, try and get mobile and moving again. Physical therapy, a bit of exercise on the upper body. How much mobility does he have in his shoulder, actually, at this point?
His shoulders healed up fine.
Okay. Actually, that's the point. I should have asked that when I was doing fucking archery several days ago.
Physical therapy. How much of a routine does Vigor have in the village? Like, does he?
Vigor's is kind of weird. Vigor actually is probably more annoyed than usual because his routine usually is to wake up super early and go for a jog. But now it's just his body clock is waking up super early and not being able to fucking do anything.
He just sits there bored.
It's been 6 days. You can mark off a debility.
I guess I will mark off sick.
Gotcha.
Oh, can we all do it, or?
I mean, I had 2 debilities.
Yeah,
Actually,
he had 2 debilities.
So I gotta wait another couple of days to mark off shaky.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Vigor just kind of, this day is wandering around. Probably doesn't even speak to O'Malley much. How are the people, after that conversation, how are the fucking townsfolk looking at us?
They're a little more apprehensive of you right now, yeah.
Yeah, Vigor doesn't press the issue.
Ariana's hunting. She goes hunting earlier than usual. Like, she tries to, actually get up early for once, goes out, and, as soon as she goes to, and tries to figure out where Vigor's going. And when she has an idea of where he's going to be walking, she just sort of gets in the middle of the path in the street and just starts. She eats her food, but she doesn't, do it clean with a web cocoon. Sort of actually, tearing into it, fang and claw. Guts and other organs and blood, sort of spilling out. Very, very messy, very, very,
Oh my god.
graphic and unpleasant to look at. She makes sure she's doing that directly in the path of where Vigor's going to walk.
I'm just gonna say that O'Malley is following Ariana. Basically, he's trying to follow
The
Ariana.
kids, seeing this, get really scared. And...
Alright, yeah, Vigor... Alright, if that's the case, Vigor does walk up, if the kid is looking at it, and just says, Ariana, just stop. Just take it somewhere else, cocoon it. I know you're capable of that.
Ariana's just sort of looks at him, and grins. Okay. And, webs the whole thing up and, jumps off to a rooftop. Leaving probably a pretty decent blood stain on that spot in the ground, but other than that, nothing really.
Vigor just, awkwardly... This is... Alright. I don't want to turn this into a comedy bit, but that's probably, Viscera and shit, and Vigor just, tries to, got it out the way of his foot to basically cover up. Probably just gets a big globule of it on his fucking boot.
Yeah, she makes sure to like leave at least like one eyeball looking up at Vigor from the ground.
Oh,
Fucking bad.
I'm just gonna say, O'Malley kind of spends this day kind of trying to follow Ariana, just making sure she doesn't fuck shit up. And like he saw this from a distance, like, oh god. Yeah.
Mm.
So at dinner that night, one of the elves goes up to Ariana and tells listen, you've been leaving viscera around the village, scaring the children, making everyone on edge. Why are you doing this?
Ariana says, "It's just my nature."
Meanwhile, O'Malley
listen.
O'Malley behind her kind of holds his arms in a cross and basically just
Whatever
shakes his head.
issue you have with your party members, not my business. But leaving viscera and eyeballs around where the children are, that is my business.
Hey,
Mommy,
look, this ain't you got this wrong. It's just, it's like they say where I used to work. Use what your mama gave you. Girls gotta eat.
Then eat in private.
Yes, sir, she says very sarcastically, gives like a really mocking salute, and hops off.
Yeah.
she's hopping a lot.
Actually, who said that specifically?
That was one of the village elders.
Yeah, she eyes him up for a really long time before hopping off. Makes sure she really has him committed. Makes a show of making sure she has him committed to memory.
Oh no.
Are you guys starting to see why Ariana gets run off with torches and pitchforks around a lot of
Yeah,
places?
because she antagonizes people all the dang time.
Like, I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't care, but she fucking just makes such... Just antagonizes them, something fierce.
Hey, I want to point out, this is the longest we've seen Ariana go without drinking. Like,
I wonder if there's a
maybe this is why
period.
she drinks.
Yeah,
Or
but
without getting drunk. She has had some to drink, but she hasn't been able to drink enough.
this problem seems circular because she can become quite aggressive when drunk. O'Malley would know.
Yeah. Well, O'Malley thanks his
Those
stars.
were extenuating circumstances.
O'Malley
It
at
seems
least...
there's a lot of extenuating circumstances.
Okay, but it's not just it's being trapped without access to alcohol that she very desperately wants. In this weird rural bumfuck elf town where, people are sort of weirded out, and all the other shit with the party. No trees. It sucks. All she can eat is fish. Ariana hates fish. She really, it like brings up really bad memories for her.
There's one question that hasn't been asked at all.
Yeah.
Which it would really fucking break shit if it was asked. I don't know, and I don't know if Vigor wants to ask it because I think he's just accepted the reality of it. Now you know what? We're coming. Is it day 6?
It's the night of day 6. Yes.
All right. On the night of day 6, Vigor is gonna ask this probably way too late. But let's put that aside. Like, this is probably like dinner or after dinner. Like, catches Ariana alone, and then just kind of like asks the question. Like, well, actually, no, it was a good. Actually, I can do a lead into this. All right, can I just bullshit a bit of what the village elder came to me to ask questions? Like, told him about the encounter with Ariana. Neo?
What?
Can I just say, like, the village elder came to me a bit and told him that he talked with Ariana?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I catch Ariana alone. I just open with, village elder had a word with me about you leaving bodies around.
He likes to do that. Just sharks.
All right, Ariana, I've got a question. Cause I'm gonna be honest. I know you fucking don't like O'Malley. That couldn't be more abundantly clear. I don't know I don't know if you like me, I don't know if you dislike me, I don't know if you hate me, but I've got a question.
Yeah.
Why haven't you left? You don't need me and O'Malley to take them two to Terrebone. You've long since... I don't even think you care about the debt to O'Malley anymore. You just like having something around you can kick. What's the deal?
Ariana thinks about this question for a bit, like
'Cause
a
you
really
want-
long time. She thinks about that.
If you
Because
want...
that's a question she doesn't have an easy answer to.
If you... Look. I don't get what you want of me. I don't get what you want of anyone around. You just seem to like breaking things. I know, because I like to break things as well. Not quite to the same level. But, if you just want an honest fucking opinion, you want to know why it was so easy for me to hit you? I don't know myself. But when I say I don't want to kill you, don't want to hurt you, don't want to do any of that shit, it's just because there's no fucking reason for me to do so. There's no fucking reason. I don't care what you're carrying. I don't care about any of that. Just I've got shit that happened to me. Actually, this is a bad line. This is what could actually set Ariana up. But fuck it, let's go down this road.
No, yeah.
Shit happened to me as well, but I ain't taking out on everyone else every second of the day.
No, that was actually probably a good thing to say. That's probably going to soften a bit what Ariana has to say. And Ariana, like, it's a hard question, but when Vigor's saying that, she's like sort of looking at him more and more, and just still remains silent, eyeing him up for a while. Then just instead of answering the question, I don't get you. I don't get what your deal is. I don't know what you want. You asked me why I'm still here. I'm helping Lilia. I feel bad. She's been through a lot. She's been through shit I've been through. Helping her out. She's a friend. Other than that, I don't know. Trying to get money. Trying to get money for alcohol. Trying to get from one day to the next. Same thing I've done my entire fucking life. What are you doing here? Why the fuck do you ask me that? I'm the only one who has any reason to want to help this person. Why are you hanging out with me? I'm doing the exact same goddamn thing I've been doing for the past God knows how many years. What are you doing? What do you want?
Good question. Because, yeah, why am I here? Because I fucked up somewhere along the road. Fucked up when I ran into O'Malley. Fucked up when we decided to deliver that parcel rather than kicking in that fucker Renshak's door right there and then. What do I want? I want to know I'm not going to die tomorrow. That's why I like this village. So far, seems to be pretty laid back. I don't know when I don't know when I'm going to feel like that.
She laughs at that, and then for probably the first time since they've known each other, Ariana's actually for probably the first time aware that she is older than Vigor, and she just sort of said, "Kid, if you don't want to die tomorrow, you're in the wrong line of work, because that's just the reality of the fucking situation every goddamn day.
Yeah,
If I didn't want to die tomorrow, I'd live on a fucking island in the middle of nowhere and never see another human again for the rest of my life. If I keep doing it, keep coming back. What does that say about me?"
You know what? You're not wrong.
I like humans.
What's that?
I mean, humans are fucking awful. Not just humans, all of you. Elves, whatever the fuck O'Malley is, all of you. But I've been treated like shit my whole life. And you know what? That's fine. I'm used to it. And, I can deal with it. Because people, they act the same. There's not many ways, people don't try and hide how they feel about me, or if they do try, they're not good at it. I don't know what the fuck you want. And, just Ariana just sort of lets that hang. I don't know. When someone, the rat, he's fucking afraid of me. I know what Lilia sees. I know what these fucking villagers see.
Do you know what the problem is?
I know what that captain fucking saw, and I know what I wanted him to saw.
Do you know what the
I don't
problem?
know what you see.
Do you know what the problem is? Vigor does kind of know what he wants, but he's embarrassed by it. Because it's basically an admittance of seeing himself as incredibly fucking weak. So yeah, Vigor does just
no,
let that.
no. So is Vigor just like sheepishly looking down?
Yeah, let's go with that. He just kind of sheepishly looks down, like just kind of like clenches his fists.
Clearly, you have a fucking issue. I mean, O'Malley's scared of me. Why wouldn't he be? I fucking eat people. Do you see what I did to those fucking guards? Do you see what I did to that captain? I'm a fucking monster. People are afraid of me. But you're still here. You had an issue with what I do. Do you think I'm a fucking monster? Do you think I need to be stopped? Do you think I'm a danger? Then fucking stop me. Then fucking kill me. And, you know, again, assuming she's getting no response.
No.
She's sort of like, yeah.
Yeah.
She sort of just leans in a bit. Do you like me? Is that it? You got a little crush on me or something? Think I'm a friend? Think I what? What do you want?
Vigor just kind of sighs and says, at the very least, I don't think you're a monster. I've seen monsters.
And Ariana just sort of seems exasperated on that. That is comforting to hear on some level, but like, and she just sort of looks up. Then what do you think I am? I mean, that's what gets to me, and she gets more exasperated. I don't even know. You say that, I can't even tell if you think that's true. Do you think I'm a monster? Do you think I'm free? You're just so quiet. You don't fucking react to anything. And when you do react, you do it when I'm passed the fuck out, and that's like it doesn't even happen. When I'm not around, you clearly have some fucking feelings on me, but you don't say what any of them are. You don't react, you don't act afraid, you don't try and stop me from doing fucking anything until now. I have to ask you to hit me to get any fucking response out of you for something. Don't flirt with me, you don't threaten me, you don't stop me, you don't do anything. What do you want?
You know what? I don't fucking know anymore. I don't fucking have a clue.
That's all I want. There.
I left.
I like you.
Oh,
You're a good kid. I just want to know where you stand.
all right. Okay.
Aw,
I
I want you.
fucking
Character building.
left a tiny little shit village where I spent my whole life hitting people for money. And why did I leave? Because I thought that's all I'm good at. All I do, all I get any feeling out of is beating down on someone. What you've got going is way too fucking complex for me. Way too fucking out there. I don't know what. Was it something different? The same thing but bigger? I don't fucking know. I don't know anymore. But, fuck it. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and maybe I'll be one step closer to knowing something. At the very least, may as well get those two what they wanted. Blow up their house. They don't have anything to do with our fucking drama. Actually, no. They kind of do.
They
That's
kind
the
of do.
problem.
They kinda do.
Ariana laughs at that. You know, like she like really laughs at that. Like laughs hard. You know, wipes a bit of a tear from her eye. Yeah. God, we really fucked them over, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. No. You know, considering all things, it can't be said we did do a fucking lot of damage on the way down here.
Ariana laughs. Maybe that's why. Maybe we're both monsters.
Vigor actually does smile. Might actually be simpler if I could just say that about myself. Yeah.
I'm already a demon.
Nice.
Let's leave that. That scene went on
Yeah.
fucking ever.
So, day 7, the final day.
We're probably. I hope I don't
feel
get.
like final day should be like next session. I think we should start on the final day next session.
The
Or
final
is it
day?
a whole
wanna
day
do it
and
the
a
session
last
right now?
night? Wait, is it a whole nother day and a night that we
No,
have
no,
to
no.
do?
It's the day.
Yeah.
The day of
Yeah.
the leaving.
Yeah, the day
Right.
of leave. Alright, so, we'll do end of session there.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so, bonds. Any bond changes?
Oh
Have
no.
any...
Yeah, no, I don't think
I
I
don't
really
think-
developed that.
You know,
session.
Bonds hasn't developed.
That's gonna take some thinking. Can we come back to bonds later? That needs
Okay,
some,
let's do
time to
alignments
sink in.
first.
Yeah.
Were you bold? Build your
I
reputation as a fierce warrior?
I like to think I did.
I think you did. I think those surviving Terran soldiers, I think that they now think you have a reputation as a fierce warrior. So yeah, take an XP for that. Did you inflict serious pain on someone weaker than you?
Oh god.
And how?
Mm,
I don't think we've ever had any character inflict more serious injury on someone weaker than
there
them.
you go. Take an XP for that.
Yeah.
Did you shift danger or blame from yourself to someone else this session, O'Malley?
I feel like he must have in the scuffle.
Yeah, no, I did blame other things. I never blamed myself. I always blamed others. So yeah, I think I did.
Yeah. Let you
He
take
also
that.
did the body redirecting thing in a very
Yeah.
literal sense.
There you
Yeah.
go. You have an XP, and then you level up for that.
Yes.
So
This is the least XP Ariana's ever gained in a session, though.
So what about bonds? Anyone got bonds yet? Yeah,
No,
do
I'm
the
gonna
quest
need a bit more
last.
time for that.
We gotta do the question. Well, fine. We'll do the bonds
Oh.
last. We'll do the bonds last. Okay. Did we learn anything new and important about the world?
Oh god.
I don't think so.
We kind of learned how Regent Spring sees
Oh, we did! We did,
conflict
yeah,
between-
Regent Springs.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you learned how Regent Springs views the parent cluster conflict.
they keep
Correct. Take an XP for that. Did you overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terran.
We took on a fucking military squadron and sent them running.
Yeah. Yep. You took on the scout leader's troops. Yes. Did you loot a memorable treasure?
No.
Not
We
really, no.
lost. We lost out.
Yeah, you lost a few things. You
Yeah.
lost.
I got a gun, but that's not memorable.
Yeah, it's not. All right. So take an XP for that. And now, does anyone have bond?
Let's see.
Okay. This is tricky, so.
Maybe O'Malley has and can go first.
I've got one for Ariana. I'm still thinking on O'Malley's.
All right.
I'm just thinking.
Mine is
Mine.
I've replaced a super old one. I'm not even gonna, it's several, the old one is 2 paragraphs. Oh. Alright, so it was originally, I'm replacing the Ariana's drinking one because I feel like her drinking is just kind of part and parcel of the larger thing I'm saying here now.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna kind of update it. So I'm just removing the drinking one. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but now it is Ariana's worldview is utterly alien from mine. But is it just because I've been sheltered? Regardless, I feel like I got an insight into what drives her, and it's far darker than what I could have thought. But at least I got closer to where we stand.
All right. Yeah, take an XP for that. Any of the others?
I'm just formulating mine. Give him.
Yes. Your second O'Malley bond? Your O'Malley bond, did that advance?
I'm trying to think
Bigger?
on that.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You know what? It's very easy to type up. It's very easy, but I'm gonna, before I type it, let me put in very basic words, but Vigor did just outright admit to O'Malley, he doesn't give a shit about the debt. At all.
Yeah.
I think on some level, Vigor does actually appreciate something in O'Malley. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
I mean, he did try to stop conflict, you and Ariana. So it seems like he does, on some level, care about you. Keeping the party together. And the Ariana's hatred of O'Malley bond, did that advance at all? Think?
Sorry, I'm typing it.
Nice.
I've got 2 bonds here with him.
Yeah.
Alright, so, yeah, it's very basic, but O'Malley stepped in to stop me from harming Ariana at no gain to himself. Why would he do such a thing? I can't say I don't respect his bravery.
Nice. Alright. And what about the Ariana's hatred of O'Malley?
I don't think that has changed.
Alright.
That situation from what Vigor had seen hasn't shifted. She's still threatening to eat him. But
That's fair.
Actually, no, it did advance. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
It did. I mean, it kind of did. It's just because he did just say outright to Ariana, I think you just like having him here so you have something to kick.
And she didn't deny it.
Yeah. Yeah, so does Ariana even care about O'Malley's debt, or is he just a plaything to her? So that's 3 updated.
There you go, and it's 3 XP.
Okay,
Nice.
I have one updated thing.
Okay.
So, first, Ariana. Like, it was like, yes, she's really scary. I have to show her I'm not a reliability. And now it's like, no, Spy Lady is legit fucked up. It's a wonder she hasn't killed me yet. Yeah, no, but like, it's a wonder she hasn't killed me yet. Like, I gotta keep an eye on her and pay her back ASAP and not piss her off even more. Like,
Nice.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah, take an XP for that.
Yep. And then for Big Fist, it was he saved my life on Spider Lady. I owe him aside from the death. I feel it has like changed to more like basically we understand each other a bit more, but Big Fist isn't what I thought. He's far more complex than I thought. And we're both in trouble with Spider Lady, so hopefully we're both on the same page when it comes to Ariana.
Yeah.
What I like about that
Nice.
bond is you just thought, oh, Vigor's actually quite complex, whereas Vigor has come to the point of seeing himself as incredibly sheltered and simple.
Hopefully we can figure something out. Yeah. Alright, I like that. Yep, take 2 XP for that. And does Ariana finally have her special little bonds written up?
Special little bond. Yes, I have my bonds.
Okay. Go ahead, princess.
Wow.
Come
What?
off.
Well,
Oh,
now.
actually, I need to make a quick edit.
Bond with the GM.
Oh yeah, Neo, I threw in a bond for the orc just to see how much money he has stolen from me.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So,
Uh-huh.
I have my new bonds. So, we'll start with O'Malley bonds actually.
Oh.
So last time I had O'Malley cannot be trusted to have any agency whatsoever or do anything unsupervised. I am beginning to question if this is born of incompetence or malice. O'Malley's debt is incalculable. That has changed to O'Malley makes the worst decisions I've ever known a person to think, to the point where I don't think he's even going to try and escape. O'Malley's debt doesn't even matter. Then I have. So I also had, I'm incapable of processing how angry O'Malley makes me. I can't imagine what end he is going to drive me to. That's turned into, I don't even know what to think of O'Malley. Perhaps he is some divine punishment. I probably deserve it.
Okay, yeah. 2 XP for that. And how about for Vigor?
So Vigor, I had, Vigor shows sincere concern for me, but I question if that concern is not more placed out of self-preservation. Has turned into, Vigor doesn't want me to cause problems for either of us. He's starting to take more of a stand. And then the more important one, Vigor hasn't shown the slightest fear of me as a monster or the slightest interest in me as a woman. Vigor has some issues with me, clearly, but he says he doesn't know what he thinks of me, and I honestly kind of believe that. I need to make an effort to understand him and his life better.
Oh, nice.
Well, now.
Alright, take an XP for that, and all of you take an XP for playing. Good
Nice.
session. Good session. We did it. We did it.
So that's...
Alright, I'm gonna go call my dad right now.
Stop recording.
Yeah.